Hit next. Let's roll.
Next me.
So, Comic Con.
Aye.
Went to Comic Con this weekend. In fact, you were attending Comic Con.
I was had a wee stall and I was pointing comics, which this will sound ridiculous, but comics aren't really that much of a thing at Comic Con. It's basically like anime and Star Wars and The Witcher and like everything nerdy other than comic books, but it was fun. It was cool.
I mean, to be fair, I came away with like 4 graphic novels.
I will wear that again because some of them look cool. What read them?
4 for 20 quid, so it wasn't even expensive. I got Avengers Invaders, which I just started, which is quite a cool concept. It's like Captain America in the past has like a team with like him, Bucky, Namor, and like 2 Human Torches.
Oh, that might be, you know, the original, the first ever Marvel Comics. The guy was called the Human Torch. Have you seen the cover? Yeah, you know that you probably know if you saw it.
Yeah.
It might be him. Might be that Human Torch.
Because it's not Johnny Storm. It's called like, I think it's called Jim Hammond or something. And it's pretty good. Yeah, they come from the past into the future, post Civil War. So like Steve Rogers is dead, and it's kind of good to have Captain America back in that timeline. But they're sort of like, yeah, we need to send him back to the past to play some shitty games that suck ass. Because he's got like Namor with him. Like Namor goes back, and meets sort of future Namor, and that's to be fair, they capture him pretty easily. But we'll see how it goes. I've not finished it, but I'm enjoying that. I got a What If, which
it was What If Secret Invasion, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was What If Secret Invasion, but it's not.
I made the quip about What If Secret Invasion was actually good. But Secret Invasion was fine. It was just pointless.
Did you watch it?
I haven't seen the adaptation. I read it when it was happening, and there was like one scroll. It was like Spider Woman was a scroll, and that was it. And you're like, see, they had so much potential, and you're like,
Secret Invasion's not that good a story. I agree with you.
And it could have been.
Well, the TV version of it as well had Daenerys become the Super Skrull, along with some other guy, and she pretty much just kills his ass.
Okay. And is it alright, or is it?
No, it's shite. It's really, for about 6 episodes, nothing happens. And then it's like episode 7, stuff starts to happen, and then episode 8, you have Super Skrull spunk the full CGI.
That'll be why
basically budget.
For the first 6 episodes.
I mean, you got Samuel Jackson.
Yeah.
Samuel Jackson's wife is a Skrull.
Oh, okay. I mean, that's pretty interesting.
Well, I mean, he knows she's a Skrull.
Right.
Like he married her, knowing she's a Skrull.
Is he just into that type of thing?
Well, yeah, apparently so. And so she joins him in space. Your name is not Captain Usopp. Your name is Fuckface McGee. Fucking hate Usopp. Usopp is like probably my most hated character in One Piece. He's just, I know he's meant to be a pure liar and a scoundrel, but he's just, I don't know, not a fan.
He's a lot.
The other 2 books I got don't really kind of matter. Just to finish that little thought.
What, my 2 books you mean? Or?
No, the other two graphic novels I got. Because one was like this, The Kingdom or something it's called. Which I just kind of like the look of. It's no one's major, like, it's not like a DC or a Marvel or anything. I'm trying to mind I can't even remember what the 4th one was that I bought, which is pretty bad. Oh no, I know what it was. I realised when I got home, it's actually, I've already got it. It's Preacher.
Oh, that's right. It's got Cassidy on the cover.
It's got Cassidy. Yeah. It's meant to be like the special one-off, blah blah blah. And I was like, I don't think I've seen that. And if I'd actually taken 2 seconds and fucking like read the blurb on it, I would have realised that no, in fact, I have.
Is it just
hitting my suckle?
Is it in like one of the compendiums?
Aye.
You've read.
Yeah.
Aye. See, that's annoying because I got them off eBay for like $3 or some shit, so it wasn't that big a deal. But it's like a Batman Elseworlds, and it's what's it called? Thrill Killer or something like that, set in the 60s.
Mm-hmm.
But there's a sequel called Thrill Killer, like 69 or 70 or something like that, and so I bought that as well, again for like $3 or something. But then so the first one that I bought has that in it, and I was like, oh, FS.
I hate when stuff like that kind of happens.
I need to read that again because it was alright, but it's one of those ones like when you read like top 10 best like Batman stories ever, it's always on there, and I'm like, really?
Really?
So that's what I'm saying, like maybe I'll need to give it another kind of try. So I really like the setting. The setting's really fun. It's like that kind of swinging 60s sort of vibe.
Oh, yeah.
And I quite like that setting. But yeah, I just thought it was alright. What's that fish?
It's just walking away.
In front of the plate. Oh, is that good?
I think so. I think he was trying to. He's just going to lure them in. It means blocked your route. Fucking fud face.
Fucking fool.
Fucking despise that boy.
Foolish fool.
Even after the time skip, he gets no better. He's a fucking feeble fuck. See on the far right, there's another wee pirate captain as well.
Oh, I won't slap him up and down.
I would slap him probably first and then finish off the 3 en route. Just because there's somebody there by themselves when I get pumped.
Aye, Luffy will be getting swung about.
Aye, that one will be getting his fucking face. Aye, his is Luffy as well. He's getting fucking face kicked in.
For that. Good job, Luffy.
But yeah, I did get your. Well, technically I only got one of your books. I didn't take 2.
I'll give you that.
No, I don't. I've got the other one digitally, so I'm enjoying that.
If you want a physical one, I'll just give you one.
Nah, that's cool. Because Caitlin was like that. So our sister paid for hers, and we joked afterwards. Caitlin goes like that to me. She goes, "Did you pay for it?" Like, and I'm like, "No, Jack just gave me it." It's like, what? No, you were meant to give him money for it, and I was like, "Well, clearly it was a test then," and I just fucking failed it because I was like, "Oh, thanks."
What, you minded the stall for me while so that was your.
That was my reward.
Payment, yeah.
Well, yeah, I wasn't sure. It's not even about the money. It's one of those. If you want the money, I'll give you the £3 or whatever for it. But it was funny that Caitlin was just like, what? Why did you not have to pay for it? And I was like, Jack likes me. I'm like, haha.
She take that seriously.
She does take that seriously. That's a funny thing. I went over to see her yesterday actually, but that's by and by. There was a lot of furries at Comic Con.
I don't really. I mean, to each his own, but I really don't get it. And it was kind of funny, right? Because it's quite warm and shit in there. All right, a hit circle. Don't try and run away. Because it's dead hot and stuff. You know, they all come in and they're in their full sort of gear, and then like 10 minutes later they're just kind of carrying their big like fox head thing. And I just find it funny in a way. I mean, I see the appeal of like cosplay and all that stuff, but it just looks really funny to me because I was right next to the food court, so people come in and they look at how cool they've got like their cosplay and all that stuff on, and then like 5 minutes later they're just sitting with like their helmet and their mask or whatever next to them, scanning chips. So like, you know, there was like Rorschach. There's a guy in quite a cool Rorschach cosplay, and then he was just like 10 minutes later, he was sitting turning a cheeseburger. It just looked really funny to me.
Did he take the full mask off?
He took the mask off. Yeah. He took the mask off, he put the hat back on.
If he kept the thingy, just lifted it up.
That would have been actually character.
Yeah, exactly. Sitting eating a tin of beans, just like that. Cold out of the tin.
Yeah. I only saw one Deadpool. There's usually
Was it a kid Deadpool or was it?
No, it was a grown man.
It was a grown man. I saw a kid Deadpool, but I'm the same. I only saw one Deadpool.
Maybe that fad is kind of dying down now of, you know, the dickhead
convention Deadpool.
Just photo on. People think she's hilarious, but like, yeah, a lot of Spidey variants. I saw a lot of Spider-Gwens.
Well, whatchamacallit, definitely with the...
She must be quite popular, Spider-Gwen, which, I mean, that's cool.
Spider-Gwen's alright.
It was.
I don't know if the conspiracy is true that she is trans. Certainly the whole thing, controversy about the Spider-Man movie was that she's got like a poster you can barely see that say like trans kids matter and all this. And it was like, right, does Gwen Stacy need to be trans?
Yeah, but you can also just think that without being trans yourself.
Well, exactly.
Like a bunch of folk were cutting about with like badges saying like trans rights now, and I'm like, yep, I agree.
Which specific rights do they think that are being omitted?
What are you doing to are you taking this to Congress or no? You're just wearing a badge. Okay, that's good.
Well, it's the easy thing to do.
Well, exactly.
Be seen to be doing something.
No.
People of moral virtue seem to be doing instead of doing.
Yeah.
Well,
I'd compare it like. God, I'm gonna sound like such a dick here, but I compare it. Remember, like the wristbands, like 10 years ago, something like that. 15 maybe actually it might have been. Where it was like show racism, the red card, and cancer awareness and all that crap. You know, the wristbands.
Mm-hmm.
And like, when do you ever see anybody wearing those anymore?
Probably beat it.
Like Lemmy's got a sketch where he's like, "Where's your cancer awareness wristbands? Did they find a cure for cancer? I smash it. I never heard about that.
So I was going to say
they found that's brilliant.
Sorted it.
It's almost as if you woke up one day and you were like that cancer awareness bin. That can get binned.
Boring.
It's not in fashion anymore. And it's, I don't know, maybe it's the same thing, but...
Well, yeah, aye. A lot of these campaigns will not live a long time because they're not... They are, like you say, they're just a fad.
It seems a bit performative.
It's worse than that in some cases. There's all these like documentaries and that coming out now, aren't there, saying that actually it was a big scam to rob people of their money. It's like a lot of the Black Lives Matter money.
Do you see that? The folk that like were organising it or whatever, they live in Bel Air now.
Aye.
Maybe it's not Bel Air, but
none of the money went.
It's like the most
anything.
Expensive neighbourhood in LA or whatever. It's like an actual mansion. Yeah, it's appalling.
Because they took the money that people donated for a credible cause, or at the time people were like, oh, that's a credible cause. It's like, no, these guys are just taking the money.
The thing about Black Lives Matter was it was like, do you agree with Black Lives Matter? I was like, well, what do you mean? Do I agree with the statement? Yes. Do I agree with the charity? Which one? There was like 3 of them.
Well, that's the
problem. And if we're talking about this one that's now owns a mansion in LA or whatever, like absolutely not. There was one of the groups where like they want rich white people to move out of their homes and give them to like poor African American people, and you're sort of like, you can't.
Why?
I've got my own wacky thoughts on money and all that shit, but I'm like, you can't just go and kick people out their gaffs.
Well, America's just a basket case, man, in terms of like financial inequality. So I mean, it's got to solve that problem sooner or later. Otherwise, they're just gonna have another civil war, and people will just start like doing that. People will just go and just kick people out of their homes and go, this is for like slavery. Like what?
Slavery
we had nothing to do with slavery. No, but not just that. These people had nothing to do with slavery. Like they got rich through like being lawyers and doctors and shit. You know, it's like fair dues. Like okay, no, can't have any people rich who are white. Like no, like come on now.
Like, what the fuck? What's that all about?
And that like you say, suggestions like that, or just kick them out of their houses. Like that's not happening. Oh, Kuro's wanting a piece.
I shouldn't have wasted that over.
No. That's it, you probably killed Kuro in a single attack.
Kuro's a
super sword attack. Oh no, he was out of range.
You want some?
Him and the pirate captain. No, it's whatever. I know we diverged from Comic-Con a wee bit, but
well, I can't help
we were kind of just got on. I don't even know how we really got on it from Deadpool.
Because it was the furries and the they-thems and what have you.
Yeah, okay.
If you want to be known as, again, you want to be they-them, absolutely, you go for it. It's like you need a badge telling everybody how special you are and shit. This is the right way to do that. Excuse me, sir. Oh, actually, it's ma'am. Sorry about that. Excuse me, ma'am. And you carry on. Here's how it'd be an absolute dickhead about it. It's like, did you just assume my gender? Well, I did, mate. I'm sorry about that. Should I just call everyone Zim?
I like that. That was a TikTok. Somebody's like, my preferred pronouns are.
That's why big
Dildos.
Gina Carano got cancelled. Well, actually, I think she was a mad anti-vaxxer as well.
I think she had some mad views on a few things.
Yeah, but the initial one was she changed her pronouns to like beat boot bop or something like that. And people were like, offensive.
Zeep. And you're like, no. It's compelled speech. I'm with Jordan Peterson. I'm not having compelled speech. I'm not having you tell me how I have to say things. It's just not happening. Like you say, common decency.
Yeah, it's a common decency thing. If you ask me to call you what have you, then you want me to
chances are you
I'm
will.
going to do it.
Yeah,
because why not?
Huh?
It's to... Yeah. You're compelled to never...
The pussyfoot manoeuvre. What? Have you finished this? Have you finished the live action One Piece?
No.
No? Right, okay.
Because we're playing this, I was like, I wasn't sure which I wanted to kind of
Follow
see
more.
first, yeah.
Well, after this, you'll pretty much be ahead. Or maybe a little bit further, you'll be ahead of the live action. Nice. The live action, because One Piece is so massive anyway.
Yeah, they're gonna...
You're going to
I
struggle
wonder
to
what the
catch
plan
up.
is. I wonder if they like have a sort of, we're going to do X number of series and try and cover the full story.
I've heard a variety of like thingies on it. I've heard somebody say they want it to be like 7 to 8 series. I've heard somebody just going like, it's just going to last as long as we can get away with it.
Maybe up until like you've talked about the time skip. Maybe they'll consider a place like up to there.
Yeah.
So it would be like doing, never ever do a live action Dragon Ball, but if they did a live action Dragon Ball and they did up to Cell, say, and they were like, okay, we'll just call it there, because that's like a decent sort of stopping off place.
Aye.
Very true.
As indicated by whatchamacallit stopping there. Mara Bridge series stopping there.
Have you seen the Boo saga?
Nah, no. I mean, I've seen clips because it is more of like clips.
It's like a
rather
clip show.
than, yeah.
It's not the full. It's okay. It's pretty funny. It delivers what it promises. You basically just get a few chuckles set in the Boo arc, and yeah, I like it. I would rather they just do that than, because they don't want to do the full series, and I get that. So yeah, I don't know. You get your cake and eat it too, I suppose.
Protect Usopp. No, Usopp's fine.
Where's Kuro?
I don't think Kuro's on the map yet.
You know, meant to be swinging about.
A lot of merch, like you said at Comic Con. There's a lot less Comic Cons being about comics.
I don't know.
It's just
comics are a novelty of these things now. Which I mean, that's cool, but like, people looking at me like I'm a weirdo because I was selling comics and they were walking past me like in cosplay as Batman, and I'm like, you know that he's a comic book character type of thing.
No, he's in movies.
No, he's a film star.
Exactly.
You're not meant to be.
You're just meant to be protecting Usopp, but he's fine. He's sitting there just.
Oh, is that timer when they arrive?
Usopp, just protect him. But Usopp's standing there getting pummeled just randomly off at mad randos, but I wouldn't worry about him. Only captains and that could really hurt him.
Aye.
So the big circles are more a threat than anybody else.
Aye. Oh Jesus, boy, how are we doing? Did you see any of the wrestling matches?
I did. I thought that was I thought that was a good way to kind of break it up a bit as well, was having wrestling at Comic Con.
That's pretty cool. You know that they put a mic underneath the mat.
Do they?
That's why. So it's a mic with a speaker. That's why it sounds so loud when they slam.
Oh, okay. I didn't know that. No.
It's just one of those little tricks that they do to kind of enhance the the mood. I asked the dude if I could leave some leaflets for the Kickstarter on the chairs and shit around the ring. He told me to bolt. And I was
Did he?
No, he didn't say bolt. He was like, no, because it doesn't look suitable for kids. And I was like, oh, fair enough, it is not.
Fair enough, yeah.
Because I hadn't thought of that, honestly. But yeah, there was like kids in the audience for the wrestling. So I was like, yeah, I hadn't even put two and two together, so... Oh!
Aye, to be fair, that sounds a bit of a legit reason, doesn't it?
Yeah.
At least it wasn't like, no, because my granny's sitting in all these chairs.
No, these are all reserved for...
VIPs. Had a bit of Hailstorm, one of them coming out to... One of their entrance musics was Hailstorm, and Amanda was just like, hang on a minute, just stood and waited for the song to finish. And I was like, okay, let's go.
I don't know if it was the same... I think it was a tag team wrestling multiple times, or whatever, or if just a bunch of them all used Dirty Deeds Done Dirt Cheap by AC/DC, because I heard that song.
Dirty Deeds probably played a few times. I think you're right, it was the same crew, but just, you know, they go through the routine every hour, 2 hours, whatever.
Yeah, they might have been. That's what I'm saying. It could have been the same wrestlers coming out. Because one of the boys I train with is a pro wrestler.
Aye?
So I wondered if he was making an appearance, but I don't think he was. Because I don't think it was actually his federation or whatever. Because he's in ICW. You heard of them? Insane Championship Wrestling? No. He's in that.
Sounds a bit made up.
Well, of course it's made up. All this shit's made up.
Everything's made up.
Doesn't that sound made up? I think it was IWG something PW.
That sounds very made up.
Z. Zimzor.
Are you just making that up?
No, I think it is called like IGPW, or something like that. Because they have like they have a wrestling school. I think that was why they were kind of there putting on the event.
They need a wrestling school.
Trying to recruit some wrestlers.
Surely the qualification to become a wrestler is just be a big human.
No, that helps, but yeah, you learn how to wrestle the same way you would learn how to do anything really. You learn how to just like take they call it take a bump. You know how to land without breaking your spine and stuff like that.
You just have to be quite relaxed when you land, don't you?
I don't know.
You can't be too tense.
It's just one of those things where it's a wee bit like I suppose it's kind of like judo. Like you sort of break your fall, you know, just like land. And they'll teach you the basic kind of moves and crap like that. Teach you how to rile up the crowd. Teach you how to cut a promo and all that good stuff.
I think it's not pretty straightforward.
I don't know, is it?
Oh,
just give it the Hulk Hogan. Oh, he was
we circle. Look, he's so weak. He used his best move on you, and I don't even think it took like a visible amount of thingy off you. You just hit him with a cannon 300 and just killed his shit. Oh, here we go. This isn't how it went down.
Oh, that's your mom. That's your mom.
She could see me 2 ticks. Just about to finish move this guy. A 3-year plan. Oh no. Headbutt attack. Head fuck. Just stab him, mate.
海賊クロを倒したルフィたちは村を救ったお礼としてカヤから船を送られた。
キャラベル。うおーゴーイングベリー号か。 いい船だな。
悪いな。
おう。
お前ら見てたらよ、やっと決心がついた。俺はこの村を出て本物の海賊になるんだ。元気でな。またどっかで会おう。
なんで？
なんでって愛想のねえ野郎だな。これから同じ海賊やるんだから、そのうち海で会ったり。
何言ってんだよ。早く乗れよ。
え？俺たちもう仲間だろ？キャプテンは俺だろうな。バカ言え！俺がキャプ